Real people of diverse cultures using the power of their faith to ground their lives and spur them on to amazing heights. Welcome as we appreciate one of life's great portraits. A man of humility. A flourishing man of industry. A distinguished leader. A faithful husband and father. Tonight on Portraits, Sabit Sisic, the simple life of a special man.
The bitter war in Bosnia left casualties on the battlefield along with sorrowful memories.
I'm from Bosnia and I'm married, father of two sons, Ali and Harun.
I've been here 7 years with my family, my husband and two boys.
I was 15 years old when the war started in Bosnia. My place, the village, actually the town where we live, is called Zvornik and is on the border with Serbia. And first war, when the war started in 1992 in April, this beginning from this area, and this was really tough time. On my place where we live, we have like 3,000 Bosnian Muslims, and everything around our neighbors was Serbs. Like in every war, they provocate too much. They shooting. They don't kill the people, but they scaring the people every night. This was the sign to leave the houses and go somewhere else, go on our territory or whatever, go to Europe and emigrate to some country because they think that they want to occupy and they says they're gonna kill everybody or you guys can leave and stay in the life. I had in the time me, my mother, brother and sister. My brother and sister, they're younger than me. I was older kid. We was really scared. My father was in Germany. He working there and he lived there. And we had a contact with the phone. We talk each other. He inviting us to go to the Germany right away because it's not safe anymore to live in this place, in this city with the Serbs because the war started already. Slaughtered. We watching on TV. A lot of people was murdered, was killed, and couple days after, I go to Serbia, cross the border to the school, and I send the cab to pick up my parents, my mom actually, and my brother and sister, and cross the Serbia, we came to Austria and Germany.
Sisic brings a discipline to his work, evident in his craftsmanship and his orderly nature. At the core of his success lies his attention to detail.
I got a lot of experience in Germany in construction business. When I came here, I first of all start work for one company for a couple of years. Actually, first year and a half, I worked for them. My problem was I don't speak English at all when I came here. And I should work for somebody until I get the language, I learn English and the way of the business in this country. I start my own business like 4.5 years ago. Before I start any job, we talking about estimate. I make estimate for them, how much the job gonna cost. And if he's agree with the price and everything, I told him in details what we're gonna do. And actually, this job is really easy to explain. We installing the styrofoam on the walls, protect the house. Actually, this is good installation for the house, and this is base for drive it to finish code. And after we finish installing the foam, we come over the top with designs. A lot of houses have a nice designs around windows, doors, below the soffit, in the gables, whatever. And after we install all these designs, we cover everything with base coat. Base coat is special material mixed with cement, and it's really flexible, waterproof, and in same time this is base for finish coat. After this is done, everything then come the finish coat in different color and different texture. And maybe next day or before Wednesday we should sign the proposal. I'm gonna make proposal with my logo and everything for my business, and we're gonna sign this and start from this. First of all, paperwork, make everything ready, everything clear on the proposal, then we start doing the job. Finish on the time and finish with really high quality, with very nice and very high quality of material.
If you started this side, what would you think your time frame is from side to unit?
Let's say two days.
2 days.
2 sides for skin coat, and the other 2 days.
Did you get the colors that I faxed over to you?
Yeah, I should start the Durham company to give me exactly the simple.
Just get a chart. Yeah.
Yeah.
The color thing in there right there.
Okay.
What about like tenting? Can you do a tent? Could you like hook onto the scaffolding and put plastic and then put heat in it and still work, or in the winter? What do you do?
We did.
What do you do in the winter?
We did 3 years ago one house, same way.
Right.
Cover with tent, put heaters, make 50 degrees inside,
Right.
and do it. It's no big deal. We can do such things. If it's really rushing to finish.
Well, I was thinking, what would you do in the middle of the winter for yourself?
Move inside, do interior. I have 2 diners in Carlisle to remodeling over winter time. What we put on the schedule.
But you could tent. You could tent, like a bricklayer tent.
Oh yeah.
Plastic tented in and heat
Put
it with
heaters.
it.
We did on one house like 2 years ago, 2-3 years ago. Our goal is make our customers happy and with the work and with everything. We believe in Qadr. Qadr means whatever God decide to do it with us. And before we born, when we have 40 days in our mothers, Allah sent the angels who write our Qadr, what's gonna happen. And I believe to meet my wife and have a wonderful, nice kids together and have a nice life is Qadr.
I was born in a city called Priboj, and that's originally in Serbia. So during my school years, I had a lot of family in Germany. So on my free time and my vacation between the years, I would go to Germany to visit them and stay for like a month or 2.
Very close friend to me is her cousin. We was always together.
We was introduced to each other like friends. Like I was my cousin's cousin, so we were the same age, and we would like to go out together. So we always get out like friends, like a company.
And when I visit him, I saw her, we talk, and after a year we married.
During the time in Germany, that we really didn't have opportunity to go back to Bosnia to see much. We actually went once, but it was a short time, so we didn't really see any future for us over there. Since during the war they lost many things, his family, so we couldn't live where I was born, so we didn't have really a place to go back.
In our community center in Stuttgart, in Islamic Center, I had a lot of friends. One of them, he is right now in New York. He came before me here. We have contact, we talk each other. He recommended me to come over here in this country. And this is how I bring decision to move to America.
In the beginning, we filled the papers, and it took a year until we got some kind of response from them. So we said, oh, they still not like forget us. So later on, after like a year and a half, maybe they call us for an interview. We were still planning to go to Bosnia, so however, end up it's okay. So we didn't really have much choice to choose from. So later we got the interview. We went for interview, and they said we passed that and we can go. That's how we end up coming over here.
I remember the first time when we came to New York, JFK, to Kennedy Airport. I was really surprised to see different continent, different country. Even we don't speak English in the time when we came here. And this was really difficult beginning. All beginning is hard.
We end up staying with one family for 7 days. After that, we got some sponsor that they took us to our apartments. They would really help at the beginning.
We are now here for 7 years. We became American citizens.
Through all the challenges thrown their way, Sabit and Mersiha persevered. Theirs is a story written long ago with a promised destiny of better times ahead. They speak of their sons and their future daily over the traditional breakfasts of their native soil. Whether the boys follow in their father's footsteps is unknown, but their happiness in America is more assured every day because of the devotion of their loving parents.
We have a conference on November 7th, so I'm gonna check how they do. So far I didn't get any response from the school about doing anything wrong or something, but so far they're doing fine. Ali's having swimming again.
Yeah, maybe we can go tonight, inshallah, visit Adis and his family. 5 o'clock or something. He's gonna work till 3 o'clock and he inviting us, inshallah, there. With the kids.
Are you gonna call him before to make sure? So
I told him last night.
okay.
The wedding gonna be there too with his wife
Okay.
and family.
All right. We're
Gonna be nice,
ready
inshallah,
then.
all together.
Tonight is a time for celebration. Sizic and his family are gathering for dinner with friends to rejoice a new arrival born into their community. They get together often, tonight at the house of close friend Adis and his wife, to commune in solidarity with one another. Their bond is sacred and unflinching.
I met Sabit in the masjid, and I know him pretty good because as Adi said, we see a lot each other, like at least during the weekend.
We try to see each other like every other second day or third day. Usually we go to the masjid and we pray, and then we go to the other's house, have a coffee, come to my place, to Elvedin's place, and to his place, and that's the way we socialize.
For the Bosnian community who lives in this area, Carlisle, in central Pennsylvania, the masjid is only the place that the kids, when they come to the masjid, they remember that their identity, their roots, basically. They are Bosnians, they are Muslims, you know, and they have traditions, such things. So masjid is the only place. That's why masjid and cultural center could really play a big role for this community to survive. The current place that where our masjid is, so the whole building is for sale. So inshallah we're gonna go negotiate with the people, maybe try to take the price down a little bit if we can.
Tomorrow we're gonna have a meeting. Who can come with us? Maybe me and Abdul, we're gonna go together. If you have a time tomorrow morning, maybe you can join us. It's gonna be like 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm gonna call first in the morning, then set appointment with them. Then we go talk about the details about the building. They had some people upstairs to see for how long they signed the lease, how much they pay rent, and maybe we can do this tomorrow.
The Bosnia and Herzegovina Islamic Center is the heart of the Bosnian community in Harrisburg. As president, Sisic represents the voice of his people in local affairs and events. It is a distinction that he wears with dignity, pride, and humility.
When we started this organization, I became president of Bosnian community of B&H Islamic Center. Including all these brothers, those who helping us and support me in beginning. They did really hard work, like Brother Adis, Abdo, Elvedin, Almir, Damir, and all others. But anyway, I became president of Bosnian Community Center, and my duties over there to prepare and organize some programs, helping them in the work. And it's actually like community center. We have a lot of activities.
Well, do you enjoy being in the building?
Yeah, we're there for the last 3 years. We renting from PMI before, and with Mr. Eric Kunkel. We had a really close relationship, even in the business and everything. And we like this place, and we're looking for last 2 years to buy some building, something for us, for our community center. And this was really interesting offer. You know, we're already there, and we like to know some more details about building itself and such things. Sure. If you can give us today.
Yeah, certainly try. So you like the location? It's good for you?
Location is perfect. We're from Bosnia, and we have like 3,000 people around here: Harrisburg, Lancaster, Carlisle, and York. And the location is perfect. I mean, right between Carlisle and Harrisburg, and this is something that we're looking for.
Be a good location for you. Good, good, okay.
In the amicable environs of the B&H Islamic Center, members of the Bosnian community find a new home. Once scattered far and wide, they now unite under one roof to share the treasures of their heritage. Thanks to the love and leadership of men and women like Sabit Sisic. A beautiful home with a white picket fence has long been the American dream for married couples newly down the aisle. Though some years removed from their nuptials, Merciha is close to having that dream fulfilled, courtesy of the Sisich Construction Company, of course.
The house what we're building. This house, what I do is like model house for the future, what I want to do it. Building the houses and being such a business, build and sell. This house is like our family business. This is our part-time job. After my job and after my wife's job, and she comes back from work, we go there and spend some time together and do something on this house.
We didn't just want to go and buy the house, especially my husband being in a construction business. So we were always planning to have something built however we wanted to be, and we wanted to do mostly our own.
This house we're going to use for our family, and in another houses, this is our future project, to building houses and sell it.
So far we are okay, like everything is up, all floors. We just finished painting, so I think we are expecting next week that our kitchen is going to be there, so we're going to kind of prepare that too. I'm very excited about it, yeah. I mean, everybody's trying to, that's the main thing, I guess, what the people trying to do here, not to live in an apartment, have your own house and let the kids have all this opportunity, having a house and a yard, and I guess that's what they need when they're being so small like mine are, so I am very excited, yeah. He likes to watch moons and stars. He likes to show the kids. He's very exploring about everything, so he likes to try new things. He doesn't really stay with the plain things, and he always look in the future. He tries, some other things. But he liked the telescope. He liked the watching stars, moons, all these changes. He's very excited about it.
Like kid, I always like to watch stars. We always go to balcony, me and my brother and sisters, and we watching the stars, and our parents telling us so many different stories about stars, about the universe and everything. And when I get a chance to get my own telescope, first thing what I like to spend in these cold days, because everything is clear, it's much better to look at it. And in summer, it's a little bit difficult.
I have two sons. Ali, he's 9 years old. He born in Germany, in Stuttgart. He's 4th grade. He's black belt in karate, in taekwondo. He's really active in the sport.
I started karate when I was 5, and the important thing about karate is you have to concentrate what you're doing at. Like if you're trying to kick high, you have to concentrate. And if you're at a tournament, there's tournaments sometimes, and if you're at it, you have to whatever the teacher says, you have to do it right and correctly.
The younger one, his name is Harun. He's 5 years old. He's just in kindergarten, and in everything he follows his brother. Whatever Ali do it, he try to do same thing.
I like when we sometimes play football.
I just want them to be good people, not to be. I don't want them to be, I want them to be help for everybody. I want them to be known in a community, in a family, like a good people, like friends, like somebody that you can depend on it, I guess that's to think before they do, to think twice, it's many things that you want for your kids, to be best. That's what it is. So
our priority is education, and for all kids in this country should be number one, education, to graduate good schools, good universities, and get a good position in this country. We're gonna have a nice future in this country, and we should take responsibility on our shoulders. Future of this country. We're gonna do everything that they did right now for us.
At math, we have different classes at math, and we learned about multiplication. In science class, we were learning about plants and animals and how you make bread. I'm still stupid. I'm gonna grow up. A football player, because I'm good at tackling and running. I told him to go long. In the future, I would like to open up my karate school, make maybe a karate school, and be a football player, because I like football a lot. Football and karate are my two favorite sports.
We cannot see in the future. It's really difficult to see in the future. It's only special people can look in the future. But we have passed what we passed already. And in the future, in next years, next months, whatever, if we did any mistake in our past, we should fix it in the future. And if we did anything good in the past, we should continue in the future. This is our point and our goal. For myself and for my family, I pray to God all the time to be still in life, still healthy, and such things, and became better and closer and to the God. He is happy with us, with my family, and with all Muslims and all people definitely on the world.
I don't know what it's going to happen or how it's going to be. We just kind of continue to do what we do, trying to make things better, trying to get involved with many things. I try to get involved at school too, so I'm not really expecting something special to happen. We just continue our lives, and we'll see what is going to happen.
This country is a great foundation to build nice, really strong and beautiful building. Like I'm the person in construction. We should build nice future on this foundation that we have already here, all together.
Many men fall short of their destined roles in life, but the rare few that achieve their promised heights are to be celebrated. Sabit Sisic is such a man, striving daily to set an example for his children, his industry, and his community. The groundwork is lined by his devotion to his faith and his loving wife. From that base, a magnificent castle of a man is fashioned, brick by brick. Ordinary people making extraordinary contributions to the world, opening minds and touching hearts with their stories. Tune in next time for another of life's portraits.
Thank you.